Thought I'd beat you in here today. Show a little punctuality. Already got the camera, microphone set up. Feeling a little under the weather.
If you cannot perform your task, you will be replaced. Welcome back. Today we are going to firing off questions at you for the game titled Donkey Kong Country for the Game Boy Advance.
Right, we prepared for Donkey Kong Country for the Game Boy Advance. I actually originally played Donkey Kong Country on the SNES version like many people did. And I never actually touched the Game Boy Color or even the Game Boy Advance version, which is the one we'll be taking a look at today. There's a lot of differences in this game. I thought I'd just go through, play Donkey Kong Country again. Little did I know, I was playing Conky Dong. Nah, that's stupid. That's so fucking dumb. Why'd you write that, dude?
You have described the original Super Nintendo Donkey Kong Country series as your favorite platformers in the past. Is this true?
I gotta be honest, the original Donkey Kong Country series to me is just the ever-living fuck.
What is the synopsis of this game?
Yeah, so unlike in the last game, it kind of had a plot. Donkey Kong's bananas are missing. Go get them was basically the plot. In this game, it actually shows how the bananas were got. Donkey Kong says to Diddy, we'll take shifts. And this is probably happening every night, which is insane. They have to sleep on shifts to guard their banana hoard. So we cut to the cutscene, Diddy's in the cave, two criminals come down, takes them out, smokes them, easy. Then Big Crusher comes in. Diddy rolls into him, dies. On the spot, gets smoked. This actually shows a gameplay element later in the game, and the fact that Diddy's a fucking wet piece of cloth. He sucks dick, he's a piece of shit.
The Kong family are all still here. Who was your favorite?
Yeah, so the limited Kong family in this game are back. Mostly Cranky, Funky, and Candy Kong are all back here like they were in the original game. But they are pretty different, and I think this is where the major differences in the main game lie, is with these three Kongs. Okay, so Funky Kong in the original game, he was used to bounce through worlds. That's, again, the similar thing. That's always been Funky's job. He can fucking fly you anywhere. He's an airport. He's United Airlines. He'll kick an Asian man in his teeth, but he'll get you there, you know? In the time of the first game and then the time of this game coming out, there's a good 4-year span where Funky Kong got a PS2, and he just couldn't stop buying Bass Pro Shop games. This time around, he's got a shitty fishing minigame. It's about as bad as the Sunken Treasure one from Mario Party. Let's go ahead and go on to Cranky Kong, because Candy is just something else. Okay, so Cranky's crib is 100% different, but Cranky in this game is 100% not different in the fact that he still gives advice. They changed his crib, his humble abode. There is a live fucking wolf on the wall, just fucking blinking and talking. In the front, he's got like this weird fucking foosball torture table. I don't know, God knows what the fuck he does. He's preparing for his role at Donkey Kong 64, dude. Alright, guys. Man, so Candy Kong in this game. Okay, 100% honest with you. I feel like that's the closest I'll ever feel to being on acid. So Candy Kong in the original Donkey Kong Country game was used as a save feature, but no longer that is needed in this game because of an autosave. We'll get into that later. So without the need for an autosave, Candy Kong's purpose kind of went out the window. So they decided to put a minigame with her in order for you to score some extra points or lives. I don't even really remember. I skated out of there the first time I witnessed it. And this is why, dude. Let's just look at it. That and officially licensed by Nintendo shouldn't be in the same fucking cartridge, you know? I mean, my God, what is this?
How would you rate the difficulty compared to the original game?
Okay, so the difficulty in this game is a little weird. First and foremost, this game has a sort of set of rules that you need to abide by. And if you're used to the original Donkey Kong Country on Super Nintendo, you're fucked! Because it's very different. The constant battle in my fucking head of muscle memory of this game I played 1,500 times at least and this newer version where the camera drags through the mud as you make jumps. It just fucking drags through the mud, and the camera's just fucking flying all over the place.
What? This guy's... You gotta be kidding me, game! The guy's lagging all over!
Like I mentioned before, the auto-save states or the manual save states where you can just go hit start and save. This was gonna just fucking karate chop the difficulty right in half. Lives have no meaning anymore, and even the halfway barrels have no meaning, really. When you do unfortunately run out of lives because of the unfortunate controls of this game, that means you get a game over, and usually in a game over, in the original SNES version of Donkey Kong Country, you'd have to start back where you last saved. That's why Candy Kong was so important to get to in the old game. But now that she isn't the save point, you can auto-save. Although, the game has a little trick where none of that was needed because they just added in a save right when you get a game over. So you can literally just go back to the point where you died. Even if you've gotten the halfway barrel, it'll put you back in the halfway barrel. It won't even send you back to the beginning of the level. So there's really no need for lives here. No need for halfway barrels, really. I'm not saying the autosave is not a mandatory feature for this version of the game. I know this is a mobile version. I know people won't be able to get to Candy in fucking World 6 in 10 minutes down to fucking Costco in the backseat of their mom's minivan. They're not going to be able to get World 6 Candy Kong save point. That's why the autosave for this game is so important for a mobile version of the game. Although, with that, you obviously have to just take a hit with the difficulty. It's a mandatory hit, I think, for a mobile game like this, or mobile game is like iPhone now. Fucking portable.
Rare was known for their collectathons. Did this game feature any of that residual gameplay from other Rare titles?
Yeah, so at this point, Rare had already made Donkey Kong 64, and I'm pretty sure Banjo-Kazooie, maybe even Banjo-Tooie. I don't remember when that came out. But they had a few of those 3D collector platformers under their belt. So coming into this, and full knowing they were going to add more stuff to it, we can expect to see some of the residual gameplay from 3D platformers, collectathons like Banjo and Donkey Kong 64. But honestly, I wasn't expecting to actually hear Donkey Kong 64. That's right, Donkey Kong and Diddy talk now. I'm pretty sure they did in the last game, but it was just a quick ow. But in this game, they've adopted the screams and yells, the terrifying screams and yells from Donkey Kong 64. Now Diddy sounds like this. And Donkey Kong sounds like... Because of this, now if I make a wrong move, roll off a cliff, die to a Kremlin, I gotta hear Donkey Kong scream like he's fucking John Goodman. I'm not a huge fan of the screams in this game. It feels very unnatural. It's cool that they kind of pulled it. They even used it for K. Rool. That was weird. I don't know, maybe not reference the really shitty collectathon you made. Oh man, I love Donkey Kong 64. I really do. I know it's bad, but I really love it.
Since this game is a portable Game Boy Advance game with limited music capabilities, what did you think of the music?
Yeah, so Donkey Kong Country has always had really great music. David Wise killed it on the first 3 games, and he was not back for this one. I think he was anyway. They were just remixes, so why would he? Not gonna lie, I was a little worried to hear the chip tune. Usually Game Boy Advance games that were also other games, trying to translate music down just doesn't usually work out too well. There's a few instances in this game where that was true. Like the, just the opening, like... Yeah, it's so unfortunate because some of these just sound like they're coming out from the sewer down the street. But like other ones like Aquatic, the ones that matter I feel like actually held their own, like Aquatic Ambience translated over well. It's just sadly some of the higher pitched ones, the chiptune just murders your fucking ears.
The animal buddies are all still here. Who was your favorite?
So yeah, like other things in the original, the animal buddies have returned as well. And they actually changed these as well. It's pretty interesting. I actually have a diagram here of what's going on. So as you see Rambi here, he's actually got 2 spines. Coming down 1, coming down 2. 2 spines. That's because in the game, you could see Donkey Kong and Diddy riding on the same animal, but they both have a seat. So, the 2 spine theory. So every animal buddy now has 2 spines. Made for comfortable seating for the Donkey Kong Family.
The bosses are all still here. Who was your favorite?
Alright, so the bosses are back, and if there was one negative I had about the first game, it was the lackluster bosses. It's notorious for reusing bosses and changing them very little, adding a few more hit points. They actually did do the deed of challenging these bosses up a little bit. They didn't change really any of the core bosses. You're still fighting the same 6-7 bosses that you fight. Quick math probably got it wrong. In these bosses, the boss battle was usually tinkered to make the boss longer and harder. For example, the B boss. This shit got really hard, and I'm talking really fucking hard. When you hit him with a barrel, he goes red, like normal, and chases you. Then he goes back to normal, but instead of just going back to normal, he forms bees around him. So not only do you have to fight off every bee off of him, you also have to hit him again, and this happens 3 or 4 times, however many hits the original bee had. So you're in this boss battle probably 5 times the amount of time you are in the original. That's saying something.
What is your final rating of Donkey Kong Country GBA?
Still a lot I haven't mentioned about this game that makes it a worthy proponent to the original. So on the main menu, there's a little mini game called Donkey Kong Attack, and if you go into this menu, I tried it out, Donkey Kong hops into an armored vehicle, an armored tank, and he actually rolls it down to the U.S. Capitol. He rolls up the steps, and he just knocks on the door with the tank nozzle. I wrote that joke down, man. It's not even that good. That shit was so old. So yeah, there's a lot of differences. The Kong mini games, I don't even want to think about that again. The boss variants, just a whole package that's worth, I think, experiencing, even though the camera controls are literal dog shit. I think still worth experiencing if you are a fan of the original Donkey Kong Country on Super Nintendo, because enough has changed where